Hello, this is Eric of Sparky Tech and welcome to my review of Chubby cable. Super small compared to a power brick. And as we're going to find out here shortly, super power efficient. I was actually shocked when I did power testing. We'll get to that momentarily. Now inside our box right here, we have a couple of cables. A couple of many different choices, that is, because we have the magnetic ones that are detachable. These little pieces here you can get in different forms. This particular one is USB-C. We can get lightning, we get micro USB and so forth, and very durable. And I like how they are built. And I love this spring back. Now, why would you want a cable that springs back like this? I'll show you just in a moment. Actually, I'll show you right now. Let's check it out. So if we look, I'm pulling the mouse back and it's extending the cable. Now this makes it so the cable does not get in your way. This particular cable is type C to type C. We can get all different form factors. This is simply the one that I chose here. Let's toss this aside. And here is another cable as type C to C. But this one, instead of being nylon braided, this is a silicone. And what gives this a difference? Well, it's not going to slide around as easy as a standard cable like a braided one, because this is slippery. As we can see, it slide around pretty darn easy, like a standard mouse cable might be, versus this one, it's more grippy. So your use case will differ what you use it for. This one's great for a computer mouse. This one's great for more staying in place. Here I got a power meter. Let's see how much power draw there is when I have it plugged in. And we have reached 0 watts of power draw because this light uses so little power. It's basically 0. Pretty awesome. We are plugged into wall power. And let's see if we can power this light right here and how much power draw we can get out of this. Okay, right now in standby mode with this particular light, it is 0.76 of a watt because this does draw a bit of power. There we go. And let's see our power draw. We are at 63.28 watts. Now if I change my light color, I can sometimes pull a bit more power. Let's see what happens. 65, 66, 68 watts, not bad. So right now I'm playing through our color to figure out the difference in wattage. Though for color accuracy, I do use 5600K. And here we have a cable wrapped up here. Since we have this here, it allows us to wrap things up. And if you notice, it stays in there. It's not falling out. And we can see that the keyboard is actually powered on with the cable here. So we have some stylish cable to use for our editing. And the cable is durable enough that I can actually pick up this editor keyboard. Very common to find them like this. And this generally I've seen many times. When twisted, it's more likely to break around there. Now, these Chubby cables don't have that type of connection end. And it seems, at least to me, very durable. And of course, this material also gives great durability and it has great flexibility. I like the spring back of this here, that's for sure. Now, how about the power brick? What is great about the power brick? This one actually runs really cool. I used it for quite a while with my light, turned right up. So that's a bonus. And of course, one thing I want to show is one of the weaknesses of this power brick, but this is something that could be engineered out, and a lot of power bricks will probably face a similar issue as going to be shown here, because it does require extra engineering and probably extra costs to change things. So let me show you what I found. Right here I have 3 different devices not yet connected, and I'm going to connect them one at a time to see what the limits are, if there are any limits. So let's connect my mobile phone. Quick charge. Do we see that? Quick charge. Okay. That's good news. And now let's connect this. That connects with 20 watts of power delivery. So right now the phone's connected with power delivery, and we're going to connect this with power delivery as well. Okay, so we have these 2 devices getting power delivery to them. Okay, now let's try the last cable, and that's going to go to my light. And this one cannot use power delivery, so there's that. And we have my little camera light. Let's turn up to 100% brightness to push things across the border. And there we go. We have everything all connected with this here. Though this looks like it's no longer quick charging, let's make sure. And there we go. It did turn off the light, so we're going to turn the light. Oh, there it goes. So it turns off temporarily when we have everything connected, as we saw there. This is chubbykable.com online, and we can see many different cable options, including the small little connectors that I showed with the magnetic charging. And we also have angle connection. We have flat connectors as well as the round, and the flat ones do have some advantages over the round one under certain circumstances. And here are some of my favorite options, the see-through items. And this is something that I really like. Look at that computer mouse right there. That's awesome. Among many different things. And here we also have some other cool options for choices. So there are many different cool pieces of tech to choose from at chubbykable.com. Question might be why you might want a flat cable like this versus a rounded one, depending on the situation. Well, let me show you why you might want a rounded one. Oh, and check these out. That's pretty cool, these light up cables. But yeah, let's get to the situation. Be mindful of which one you get, if it's a chubby end or not, because the chubby end, you'll kind of limit what you can connect between your connection points. I'm here with Name the Puppet from the Dare to Be Stupid show, just to make this a little more entertaining, to check this out.
He's desperate, folks. He's desperate for entertainment. That's why I'm here. So what do you got for me, Eric?
Charging my mobile phone using the USB Type A, using another cable, at the same time as using this chubby cable to power this light with power delivery. This should be interesting. Okay, right now we have the light on, which is super bright, shining my face. And now I want to see if I can charge my phone at the same time using a different cable together with this charging block. Now, do we see that?
Don't fail, Eric.
So watch this. So it could be just fast charge. See, it goes regular, then it changes, then it says turbo charge. So it's getting a lot of power charge. So that is the first time I've ever seen it say turbo charge. Well, we're getting a 65 watts power delivery here.
Very impressive.
This is a light grid.
Whoa. Look at it, Eric. It's amazing.
Now the question is, can we charge this?
Can we?
That's what I gotta find out. Now, one thing I did realize, USB Type-C is power delivery and not all things support power delivery. So if I connect this light grid with these adapters, because I can get the right adapter if I bought the one from Chubby Cable, we're going to notice that this is not charging.
Why not?
Yes. So what I'm going to do is connect through the other port, USB Type A, which is quick charge support. And it is charging.
Yay.
And if you don't know if your device supports power delivery or quick charge, you should look it up in your manufacturer's specifications. So if you're looking for a Christmas gift idea, maybe it's going to be a chubby cable for your tech enthusiasts.
Or if you want your cats to chase something, these are also perfect.
Oh, lasers, yes.
Lasers. Look at that.
This would be too much for a cat. They'll be overwhelmed.
They'd be too overwhelmed.
They'll be overwhelmed to meow.
But still, pretty cool, Eric. Awesome.
What are my thoughts on Chubby Cable and the GAN charging block? Well, for one, I definitely like the cables and I will be using them. In fact, I'll probably use this between my camera and a battery bank because it just makes sense for me as a content creator. And this I intend to use with this because I really don't want to use this huge thing for my light when I can use this small little tiny thing that is also very power efficient. This is Eric of Sparky Tech. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this review of Chubby Cable. Really cool stuff. Different company, never even heard of them. So thank you, Chubby Cable, for reaching out to me, and have yourselves a most wonderful day.